Some people simply should not be allowed to drive, yet somehow they were given licenses. Our selection today is about the madness committed by terrible drivers. You are watching the Eternity Lab channel, the laboratory of eternally relevant content. Eternity Lab. Let us begin, of course, with parking miracles. Let us just say, that is way too close for comfort. Perhaps they tried their best to save parking space for other cars. The real question is, how did they get out? Oh well, now this pair is inseparable. This car seems to want to hide somewhere quickly, ashamed of its driver. He probably forgot to switch his GPS from pedestrian mode to car mode. In Italy, this is standard practice. The ancient narrow streets come with their own hacks. As long as he is descending, there is still a chance. But the incline will likely scratch the nose on the asphalt. Quiet street at dusk foretells nothing. Except this. On the sidewalk, pedestrians have their own rights. Try running over the Queen. From this driver's point of view, every car around him was parked in the wrong direction. Nothing hinted to him that he was driving the wrong way down a one-way street, not even the oncoming car in the single lane. Odd folks live on this street. They park across from signs and drive across lawns. This SUV shows how teamwork can be used effectively to push clumsy amateurs off the road. We can only imagine how this magical parking job happened. If you want not only to find out who dented your car, but also to catch them, park it in front of a surveillance camera. It is hard to believe we still share the roads with people who confuse the gas and brake pedals. No GPS will save you if both cars have dumb drivers. The result will be a silly accident on a perfectly flat road.
I'm not playing with you. I'm not putting your car down. Absolutely not.
Battling the tow truck driver is a daily routine. They probably recruit them based on paratrooper standards, and they already know all these tactics: smoke, shouting, and fighting. It just adds more to the fine for illegal parking and bad behavior. Great advertisement for the company that makes those clamps. Apparently they have invented a new type of wheel stopper. Time to patent that invention. The shortest car trip looks like this. Let us see how some people manage to use a sedan as a cargo truck. If you decide to travel with a mattress, remember it is not a sale, and it will not help you become more mobile. A new fridge is not an old mattress, and it is heavy enough that it must be strapped down. Everything is possible when you really need it. A small car can become a cargo cheburashka. his wife definitely won their last argument. A bumper is the demonstration of the driver's willpower. Did he really think he could beat a giant with mere stubbornness? He should have at least gotten a rubber bumper to start with. There are moments when you have just pulled out of the gate and already lost face in front of the crowd. Why install expensive sensors when your bumper is already a sensor? It will tell you everything. This is how auto dentistry works. The goal, however, was different. To heal, not to extract, but never mind that now. The violator truly believed he could escape by ramming through. Perhaps his reality is not exactly grounded. Cars headbutt each other too. The winning driver is the one with stronger nerves, not a stronger bumper. Buying a truck for this terrain would have made more sense than modifying the bumper. There is no point in rushing. 1 second will not change much time-wise, but in terms of money, it can change a lot. Those who think they live in Fast and Furious might end up in an annoying passage. He tried playing Need for Speed in real life, but picked the wrong moment for his big reveal. The swifter the maneuver, the more likely it ends in major repairs or a court case. This driver tried to perfect Michael Jackson's moonwalk right in the middle of the road. If you see a crab like this on the road, switch lanes just to be safe. Patience and control are truly vital virtues in life. If there is a goal to reach the service station without a tow truck, he will achieve it, though there may be nothing left to repair. It is probably a built-in function that adds an off-road feeling anywhere. And now let us see the best tire commercial ever made. Some drivers are extremely forgetful. They think the car will assemble itself. That is why there is something called regular vehicle maintenance, and wheels are interconnected parts. One problem can completely disable the rest. The Cadillac floats like the classic car it is, while the wheel apparently wants to join the hippies. Imagine how many painkillers you would need to drive like this. This car is definitely missing its front wheel. Let us see who the driver is. Applause. The lady had no idea she had been driving so far on 3 wheels. Now let us see how a car loses a wheel. But that lady probably was not capable of stunts like this. Resourcefulness saves money and property. A 7-wheeled vehicle will definitely reach the service station, or even go further. The man said it, and the man did it. He said he would go to the service on time and did a snake maneuver on the way there. Problems with doors are no less serious. If they are open, that is bad. And if they are stuck, even worse. If you have a Tesla, remember, when one door closes, another stays open. Remember this even if it is not a Tesla and both your doors are simply open. In China, an electric car went mad and locked the driver inside. No wonder he had a meltdown. Another classic, but not funny at all. For some reason, people often forget about open doors. In another classic situation, a half-open door is the same as an open wallet. It is good that sedans have 4 doors. At least you have 3 more chances. Cars and water are compatible. That is our most persistent delusion. Audi is a great machine, sure, but it was not designed as an off-roader. We do not deny that this brand has a fantastic engine, but why put it through a complete crash test? The model name Corvette C8 contains a hidden mockery, C in English, and it does not have 8 lives. If you do not have a tractor but have a field and a small car, see how it works, or does not. If an obstacle seems easily passable from the driver's seat, that does not always reflect reality. That is not just smoke from under the hood, it is the scene of this Renault's soul leaving its metal body. Wave Safari is a stupid idea. Tides wait for no one and keep rising, and the car sinks deeper into treacherous sand. Another car fed to the Kraken and handed over to the dealership. They will collect insurance. That is the lowest clearance I have ever seen, and the sparkliest ride. If your path crosses a blazing drift, breathe deep and be thankful it missed you. This guy probably always has that AC/DC song about the highway to hell playing in his car. Magical moments happen on the roads too. When size and angle match perfectly, there is synergy of parts, and the traffic light becomes part of the truck. Santa Claus could definitely take note of how to replace manual labor with wheel-powered work. The 21st century version of a knight's duel on iron horses. Like a fairy tale, the car emerges from a tree hollow. Let us hope the tree is okay. Car from the tree hollow. Let us call that story. Two possibilities. It is a car waiter, or they are filming a music video here using a drone. It does not matter whether you drive a manual or an automatic, every car has a handbrake. Do not ignore it. It was made for parking, so you do not end up playing tag with your own truck. Red attracts red, and that is fine. There is always the rear view mirror, and he was not looking in the side mirror anyway. Come on, do not be stingy. Let the bear have a little ride. By the way, he did not even scratch anything. Here is a triangle. Thief, police, and a fir tree. All part of Santa's mischief before Christmas. Smart advertising exists. You cannot pass by without turning your head. There are plenty of daredevils around you on the roads. Why use extra mirrors and turn signals? It is already obvious I needed to switch lanes. Or is it not? Keep in mind, if you see distinct tire tracks on a lawn, it means someone keeps cutting across here. That is called a shortcut. Greetings from the darkness. Now you see me, now you don't. Try proving that a ghost attacked you under the bridge. At 2 o'clock in the morning, the roads are full of drunks and surprises. Drivers mix up lanes, and the police immediately identify the cause of such maneuvers. Good thing they did not let him drive onto the highway or into the city. Someone's poor driving looks less like an accident and more like an acrobatic stunt. Try parking that gracefully, totally acceptable as a piece of modern art. Hello, your Uber has arrived at the destination. Your free waiting time ended a long time ago. If you cannot draw a circle on the asphalt, trust a police officer to do it for you. I swear, Tom Cruise must be driving this car and the mission is definitely possible. Wheel problems lead to spontaneous parking, but not everyone can show off skills at expert level. Even though a Ferrari is a beast of a machine, it sometimes cries from the mistreatment. Proof that having enough money to buy an expensive race car does not automatically make you Schumacher. Money in Dubai may buy you supercars, but they do not grant immortality or invincibility, and they definitely do not teach you how to drive. Congratulations, removing the clamp for $75 is now joined by a few extra hundred for repainting the new road markings. A powerful engine does not guarantee you will go far. These guys are having a great time in Dubai with a rented McLaren. Just look at the end result of their ride, and the final bill will make them feel like true sheikhs. Who said Barbie's car cannot handle manly tasks? Although, her travel distance turns out to be a lot shorter. Never before has the owner of this car regretted spending $300,000 as much as today. It is always better to endure 5 minutes on the road than to wait 5 hours for the insurance agent to show up. Some days, luck is fully on your side. For this guy, today was that day. Vintage is cool, as long as you do not expect too much from it. When you travel on a suspension from 1860, be prepared for a car crash straight from that era. The markings show that the last scheduled maintenance for this old timer was in 1970. Carefulness is clearly not his strong suit. After every parking job, he has to rebuild the fence and repair the bodywork. If you are thinking about buying a used car, do not believe the front photo or the description saying it looks like new. And now let us watch how the Audi Allroad proves that its name is well-deserved. Proved. Here are rare shots of a Chevrolet Captiva escaping the captivity of the roads into the wild jungle. A common illusion is that a car is supposed to drive on sand. It is supposed to get buried in it, that is for sure. Wet asphalt and a Ford Mustang interact like butter. Keep in mind, it can spin out much wider than expected. Stay away. Some people are so preoccupied with their own problems behind the wheel that they completely ignore the warnings about roadworks. Now we understand why urban improvement projects take up to 10 years. Pay attention to signs so you do not get stuck in concrete. And someone decided to dig a snowy grave for their Jeep. If you have never heard the rumor that the Ford Mustang is not very agile, this video will convince you Dad is going to be mad. Another stereotype about the Ford Mustang holds true. It cannot complete a maneuver without hitting something. That is all for today. Let us not forget to thank today's drivers who wrecked their cars for our entertainment. Feel free to leave a comment. You were watching Eternity Lab, the laboratory of eternally relevant content. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and check out our previous episodes.